Hello everybody, my name is Keo Scott, and today I'm going to demonstrate to you how to conduct a venous blood draw using a butterfly needle. But before we get started, I'd like to introduce you to my audience, which are my kids, as well as my subject and the camera guy. Phlebotomy has been around for centuries. It's used to access blood in blood vessels in humans and extract that blood so that we can determine causes of illness, bloodborne pathogens, also microbes and infections that may be within the body. So it is a very useful laboratory technique that has been around for centuries. In order to demonstrate this to you, we're going to need several items, and those items are a butterfly needle, which has a tube and a container which will extract the blood, a means to cleanse the site, which is a ChloraPrep, a Band-Aid, some gauze, a tourniquet, a pair of gloves, latex-free, as well as vacuum-sealed containers which will aid in extracting the blood. This procedure is done by medical professionals and is a semi-sterile technique that is used, and you want to make sure that you've cleansed your hands thoroughly before you get started with the process. So we're going to go ahead and get started now, and I'm going to go ahead and glove up, and we're going to So when you're conducting a blood draw, the first thing that you want to make sure that you do is that you assess the site that you're going to be drawing the blood from to make sure that the integrity there is going to hold up. People have different blood vessels. Some are small, some are easier access than others, so you want to make sure you assess your site before you start unpackaging your materials and whatnot. Once you've determined where your access point is going to be, you'll take a tourniquet and we're going to band that off just so that we can double check and make sure that we've got a good means to access, and we do. So we're going to unband that for just a second. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cleanse the site with a ChloraPrep, and this is a means to cleanse and penetrate a couple of layers of the skin so that we can make sure that we don't have any infections post-procedure. And this will kill any microbials on the surface of the skin. And once that's applied, you'll want to let that dry for about 10 seconds. Now once the site is cleansed, you'll go ahead and band it off with a tourniquet. And just reassess the site. Careful not to touch and contaminate the area again. The next thing you'll do is you'll get your gauze ready and your butterfly needle and your means to extract the blood. Alright, before you uncap the butterfly needle, you want to pull the wings back on it, and once you remove this will expose the needle, and the bevel will already be in a position to be inserted into the skin. So with the tube non-tangled, you'll just leave that and you'll uncap. And you're going to insert this at about a 45-degree angle into the skin. What this is going to do is produce a blood flash in the tail of the butterfly needle, letting you know that you are inside of the blood vessel. And once that occurs, you can take your vacutainers and start to extract the blood. Now, it is a standard practice to invert your tubes once you've filled them, and that allows the additives that are in these tubes to interact with the blood that's necessary. Then you're going to take your gauze and you're going to fold it over the side of penetration and extract the needle, and at the same time cap it for safety, and then you're going to undo the tourniquet to allow blood to continue to fill back into the vessel. Now, applying pressure here is going to assist with clotting the area that we invaded there and allow the the site to heal. And then you can apply your bandage like so, and you're done. And at this point, you'll submit your tubes for testing with the lab or dispose of them, as well as dispose your sharps in sharp containers. And that is how you do a venous blood draw. Thank you.